Hey, welcome back, guys. So, I also wanted to share with you another purchase that took place just recently, and that is with this particular guitar. This was purchased on Reverb, and this is a Firefly. I was really captivated by the green flamed maple burst. Really stood out, and I was like, yeah, I would really like to have that in my collection. And it came with a plain white pick guard. I added this perloid um, pick guard, cream colored, so it really pops. Really just pops. And also in the back cavity, it was a matching set, so I added that. Um, this particular Firefly, from my experience, is it's copying a Fender Aerodyne shape. It's got a hard edge on the top with a softer edge on the back. The Fender Aerodyne is very similar in contrast. Um, I don't believe this, from what I've seen from other pictures of this particular model of Firefly, that these are the original. Definitely not. This came preloaded with this pickup assembly. This particular pickup assembly comes from a company actually listed on Reverb with the information on the original pickguard, and they are called Rock in R Guitars, and they do sort of like professional custom wiring and shielding and all of that's going on here. Cloth wiring, real capacitors, full size CTS pots. It's a really professional job of the wiring. I haven't seen them selling any loaded pick guards with like DiMaggio or Seymour Duncans. I think they're more imported pickups that they're using. Um, I've seen one set that was like GFS, but while they do sound good, I mean, you can definitely take this to the next level and upgrade the pickups, and I think that's what I'm going to do. They sound good, but I want to take it to the next level. I mean, so for now, not to worry. I mean, they're on the bass side. They have definitely a higher output. Um, this particular loaded pickguard came with the push in, coil tap, coil split, whatever you want to call it. But it's kind of like it's a nice feature, but with these pickups, it's kind of like it's pointless because the volume drop is so severe. It doesn't really serve a good purpose. So this is nice. I think the pickups take away from the true capacity of having this coil tap or coil split. It's not a good blend of those two components. It did. It has a. I think it's a quarter sawn sort of maple neck. I mean, those grains are reminiscent of a quarter sawn cut. I did take some 1000 grit sandpaper and I got rid of that high gloss. Let me see if the camera will adjust. No, doesn't want to. No, here, anywhere. My goodness, it just doesn't like close-ups, I guess. I mean, unless it's like that, whatever. You know, cell phones. So when you record with cell phones, you run into that issue. But it's got a nice maple neck. And these tuners, by the way, from Firefly, are probably one of the best sets I've ever worked with. Really on the money. Really nice gearing on this particular one. I'm not sure when they came out with these, maybe a couple of years ago. So yeah, the back of the neck was as high glossed as what you're seeing here, just very, very high gloss. And I can't handle that. So this is your normal Firefly neck, compound radius. I believe it's 12 to 14 inch radius. Um, Now I did have a lot of fret spurs, so when it came in from Reverb, I disassembled the whole thing. I took the neck off and dress the fret ends with. I have a nice little tool that I bought. I didn't want to damage the body or nick it, so I think it's always best to take off the neck if you're going to do some extensive fret dressing. That way you get your tool in all the corners and you don't have to worry about dinging the body in any way. So I did that, and it's got a really nice fret now. No fret spurs whatsoever. Now this neck did not come with the ball end frets, so I do believe it's probably nickel. I don't believe it's stainless steel. It could be. I just haven't found any specs because this is a discontinued model from Gear Gardens or wherever they come from. So it's hard to know. I mean, it's definitely a mahogany body. And we can see that just by the grain itself. It's definitely mahogany. And it weighs. It's got a good weight to it. It's pretty well balanced. It's okay. It's nothing terrible for sure. But yeah, so my plans for this is, I love the look. It's got a beautiful, just aesthetic look to it. It's really, really nice. I'm just going to upgrade the pickups. But for now, we'll just leave it at it as it is. It's got a nice firefly type neck. I think it's leaning more towards an ebony type neck than rosewood. It's hard to say. It's got more. When I look at it, it just seems to be more ebony-ish than rosewoodish. But a lot of the imports, it's hard to determine sometimes just what their necks are. So let's listen to a little bit of this. Starting in the middle position. So it's got a real bottom end to it. Yeah, it's got a real pronounced bass end. Much more than I prefer for my taste. Would like it to be not so bassy. All right, let's jump over to the neck. You can't go wrong with that. But having some higher grade pickups would definitely change the tonal properties of that for sure. Back to the middle. Now let's do a little bit of that bridge. Not too bad. The brightness is a little shearing, but not too bad. Does it stay in tune? Somewhat. You can hear it a little there. Oh yeah, the famous G string. Why is it always the G? You know? Okay, same sort of setup, and I'm gonna punch in on the Behringer Ultra Metal, and let's listen to a little bit of the crunch. So this bridge pickup actually has a good crunch, pretty tight. If anything, this is really good. This is probably adding a lot of that beefy overtones, but I like the bridge pickup and the distorted. So yeah, it's got a lot of bite. It's got good harmonics. For a Chinese import, like I said, you just never know. Um, so you don't have to run out to the store and buy it right away. Now, if these were like microphonic, yeah, it'd be a total shame, if they were like that. So at least these do have some tonal characters and properties. How about the middle position? How about if we tune the volume down? Not bad. How about the neck? So very bassy on that neck pickup. Well, as you can see, I mean, it's definitely a decent sounding guitar. Um, from here, you can only, take it to the next level. Maybe with some Seymour Duncans or with some DiMaggios. I mean, the thing would just turn into a really awesome guitar. I mean, Not that it isn't awesome now, but we can definitely take it one step higher. And then fix the tremolo cavity, which would give me more play in the cavity to have a normal play actually. So other than that, guys, thanks for stopping in. So this is the new Firefly. I'm happy to have this in my collection. It's a nice guitar, plays good, sounds really good, and this one just the grains were just it's just a good match. Really nice matching top. Sorry for the glare, but it's got just a really good matching top. So it looks really, really nice. It just has a lot of that sex appeal to it, man. So it looks really, really nice. Um, and it's a kind of heavy guitar. It's probably in that 7.5 pound range. It's because of the mahogany body. Fender would have used, like alder or ash. That would have definitely made it better. Maybe even resonate better. So, but definitely mahogany on this body. Maybe mahogany is a cheap wood, so a lot of Chinese imports use a lot of mahogany. I mean, so does Gibson. So, um, it's a give and take. It always comes down to what is your preference, what is your style. This guitar would sound totally different with a different amp and a different setup. So it's just a matter of your own preference. So we're just talking about the guitar in general. This particular Firefly, the color of it, the burst, the flame maple veneer, um, which is a pretty thick veneer. It's not paper thin veneer as I've seen on most. And with just some added things, all I did was add the pick guard to it. The cream colored pick guard to match the pickups, and it just really pops. So it's really nice. But it looks awesome, man. You know, just has a really nice look to it, and it plays good too. It's a good neck. Definitely a nice neck. Very comfortable. It sounds great. What can you say? Thanks. Hey, man, if you like this kind of stuff that I'm doing, you can subscribe to this channel, spread it around. I mean, it's really not about that for me, but, you know, um, I'm just out there sharing it. If you happen to fall into this channel and you're checking this out, you see this particular Firefly, they are around. You can check Reverb. Um, I don't know exactly what the name of it is. Just one of their FSST models from the past. I know they don't make this particular model anymore, but this one just kind of really stood out to me. I was like, yeah, I'd like to have that one. And the Wilkinson trim. But it's definitely not like their newer models where, the cavities are paint shielded. So I think that's just, you know, within the company, they talk about what they can do to improve their guitars. So this one definitely is, I think, much older. Could be a couple of years older for sure. All right. Thanks as always, guys. Thanks for hanging out. Thanks for watching me on today's. What is today? Today is Saturday. Yes. So enjoy your Saturday. God bless you and take care. Bye bye.